That is me just gingerly clearing my throat for you. Just mm, just what you're hearing now, folks, are the simple and luscious sounds of my throat. I know there's been a a lot of folks out there that have been wanting a good audio close up, as they say, on the old pipe. So no, I'm just kidding. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome, welcome, welcome. You are tuning in to the Cybernetic Séance Podcast. Uh, that intro is what we would call a monologue in the entertainment world. That indeed was in fact what will be forever known and timestamped on this stream as Ryan's throat monologue, which out of context might sound like it's about something else, but fear not. This is a family show. Not really. It's sort of derailed over the progression of this season. But anyway, welcome back, Cybernetic Séance Podcast. We are episode 14. I am your host, Ryan Laney, aka Nexus, that zombie robot guy with the chrome face in the suit and little leather hands from the band Our Frankenstein. Ladies and gentlemen, you're tuning in to the you're tuning back in to the shit show. In case you guys do not know, we have Cybernetic Séance podcast shirts now. I did not load the ad in here, but if you go to our store here, which is www.storefrontier.com/Our Frankenstein, you can get some winter merch. Not this one, unfortunately. This one is an old out of stock sort of collaboration we did a few years back, but we have some awesome new winter merch up, and the new Cybernetic Séance podcast shirt is up on there as well, and it is glorious. I just ordered one for myself because I'm going to wear it because I want to, and it's a long sleeve as well. We'll probably have some t-shirts out soon, but this is sort of a limited run we're doing for the old Christmas time, and yes, we do have a Black Friday sale coming up. It'll be announced in a day or so. But that's our merch store, storefrontier.com/Our Frankenstein. Now give me a moment. We have a really cool show for you guys here today. Our guest here today is an old friend of mine. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm welcome to Mortis, the Devil's Reject.
Holy shit. How goes it, brother?
It's going. It's only taken this long to get him on the show here, folks. 14 episodes in, but he's here.
Shit.
You guys know it was going to happen eventually, and here it is. So, ladies and gentlemen, Mortis, the Devil's Rejects, for people who don't know who you are, give us a crash course, the famous crash course that we offer here on our show. Give us a good pitch, a sales pitch on who you are to the audience out here, for those who haven't heard of you.
Well, I take music for the undead and give it to the living. No, just kidding.
I mean, kind of, sort of.
Right. My whole heart and vein is in horror. I was raised on Addams and Munster like everybody else. When my family wasn't doing too hot, they'd sit me in front of the TV, and well, you wake up and that's what you watched every day. Horror movies becomes home, and then you start doing music, and all my music, it's very deep in the goth vein. There's a industrial part of it. I have my slow melodic acoustic stuff. And I also do my own videos, my own music, and I'm getting ready to do my first horror film, but that's getting ahead of myself. Let's just say I like to do a very dark theatrical show. Sometimes I walk on glass, I have a new grinder guitar. All my imagery is very, very, well, there's no other way to say it, but it's very there.
Okay.
Very,
Mortis the Devil's Reject. It's very there.
very there. But yeah, you can find my music anywhere. And one of these days, when I decide to, I'll go out and do shows again. But for now, we're getting ready to do some music videos.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And like you said, you've done all your music videos yourself, correct?
Correct.
Can you tell us a little bit about that process? Like, how did you? Because I'm someone who's just now starting to get into doing mine myself, as you know. But how did you get started doing it, or has it always been that way, or have you had, other people you collaborated with in the past?
Well, if people remember me well from where they first met me, they would remember me under Mortis Sin, and I was with a band called Vestal Sin. Almost 10 years ago. God, doesn't make
That's when I met you.
Yep, we're all supposed to do the show, and my band fell apart, like most bands in Hollywood. And I was convinced that I should get back into music about 2 or 3 years later after everything happened. But I decided if I'm going to do it, I need to prove in this day and age that the average kid who wants to do his band doesn't get held back by everything else. So I went and bought the cheapest computer I could, got the programs for it, bought all the shit at a pawn shop and wherever I could, recorded everything myself. If I didn't have the sound, I created it like Trent Reznor did back in the 90s. And then I just went from there, put it up on a platform, paid for my rights, mastered, recorded everything, and boom, I'm 2 albums in. Still not happy with my second album, but that's going to be reworked later. But I went from there, and during COVID, our tours got canceled. Yes, they did.
Mm-hmm.
Brave found it proves all the stuff about that. But during COVID, I was like, well, we're not going to be touring. Let's make some music videos. How do I make music videos? Well, you just did a whole entire album and put it out there. I think you can figure it out. So, right. So I ended up picking this nickname up that my brother here and a lot of other people have named on me, the do-it-yourself goth. So all my banners, all my merch, all my props, all my stuff, most of my clothes, I design and make and put out there. Same with my videos. It's all through my mind with my music, and yeah.
Fuck yeah, man! You're a one-man machine, or a one-band man machine thing, whatever. I don't know.
Oh yeah, check it out. Like see that color? Those hints of reds in.
Girl,
let me show you.
You got that.
You're gonna.
You got that fatigue glow.
This is from Vampire Cosmetics, one of our sponsors. This is the pumpkin palette.
Let's get that plug.
Let me show you this.
Let's get that full plug. Vampire Cosmetics, yo, shout out.
They are nice to me, so I'm nice to them. They love me, I love them. There's another palette I'll be picking up from them called the Vincent Price one. We just did the release for it. And there's a bunch of Vampire Wine lips. I usually wear them all the time, but I am currently out, so I have to pick up more. But I just want to show you this, Ryan, so you can be like, ooh, I want one. Check this out. Pumpkin? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Pumpkin colors.
Ah. Ooh, I like that green.
Mm-hmm. The best part is they are vegan and gluten. They are rare. And everything you can kind of pronounce. But yeah, no harmful stuff, no animals to make the red in my eye or bugs.
That's good. That's something to stand by, folks. Something to stand by, especially with what you put on your face. So that's great, man. That's great. And how long have you been sponsored by them?
I think between 6 months to a year. It's been a really fast year, but hazy.
That's how good partnerships go, though. Well, I
Yeah.
want to get back a little bit to the topic of music. So you mentioned you have 2 records out. Can you tell us about the first one?
The first one was kind of like, how do I bring Mortis back into the world? Well, he was killed, so this was the resurrection, basically climbing out of the grave. So a lot of that was a lot of rage and the mellow, and I just found a perfect clash for it. 13 tracks with intro, outro, and an intermission. Some of the tracks are just to get back, lay down, relax. Some of them are really up, and the other ones are nice and acoustic-y, and I guess it's the only way to put it, but I had fun with it. I put my heart and soul into this one song called Gravebound, which seems to get grave reviews. We ended up for a lot of mental health charities, and we're going to be redoing that song with a upbeat, heavier version, and then both songs will be released together, and proceeds will be going again to mental health awareness.
That's awesome. That's a good thing to donate towards. Something
Yeah.
a lot of artists don't do and a lot of people don't talk about.
No, we don't talk about our feelings in music. We just write about it and drink later.
You know, people are shocked. Like, wait, can you imagine? Wait, what? The guy from Linkin Park was depressed? No.
What?
Where were the signs? Where were his entire discography? But, that's just something people don't want to touch on. Well, I'm getting off the rails a little bit. But going back to your first album, what was the name of that first album?
It was called 13 Dead of Mortis.
Ooh.
Everywhere. Everywhere. I got a royalty check last week. Everywhere.
Oh, shit. And so Oh, yeah. So you have 2 records then. And what was the second one called?
Roderot, the Book of Blood. Basically, now Mortis is back into the world. He's taking back his house and everything that was his.
Is this something that you've ever, like this story you've ever wanted to like conceive into like a book or a comic or something that people can like follow?
It's en route. A story is en route, and we're getting ready to tell a big story with a lot of music videos soon.
Ooh, okay. Because it seems like there's a whole story we should be following with Mortis, and I definitely want to see like.
There is an understory with it, and it's all going to come out in the new album I'm working on called New Carpathia.
Okay, you're hearing it here first, or you're hearing it here first, folks. God, I can't fucking speak. Jesus.
You are hearing it first.
Yes.
It's the Room Show.
Welcome to, what is it, fucking Headbangers Ball or some shit that doesn't exist anymore? I'm your host, Sucky Me Offerson, and I am reporting on, can you believe that Christian parents are terrified of Marilyn Manson?
Oh, God.
The Boogeyman. Yeah. Well, speaking, I'm gonna let's touch more on Roderot here a little bit soon, but I actually want to play something off of that, if I may.
It's your show.
That's right. It's my show. My show. Yeah. Anyway, ladies.
Careful, I do verses.
Oh, here. Well, that's that's what the rest of this fucking podcast. That's what I'm hoping this podcast is just gonna kind of devolve into, is just impressions and voices. So I'm actually hoping to do away with Our Frankenstein along with it, so I can just be like an impressionist or some shit.
Great idea. Be an impressionist. We make a muppet of you. We stick our hands up that ass and be like,
be like Kermit the Frog. You can fuck my ass like Kermit the Frog. On that note, Ladies and gentlemen,
It's the
Lick the Wounds by Mortis the Devil's Rejects. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen,
Have you ever heard that song before?
of course I have. Wait, pretty damn sure I have. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Cybernetic Séance Podcast. If you are now just tuning in live, because this does premiere live, guys, every Wednesday, 1 p.m. But if you are, and that's Pacific Standard Time, look into the crystal ball and understand the show schedule. There were
You can't.
2 weeks.
Batteries
I took
doesn't work.
Batteries don't work, guys. You know what would be a lot easier? What would be healthier? It's just ringing the
Hold on,
bell here, hitting the old. Is that a sex toy? Some sort of anal device? I don't know if we can show anything on camera here. Oh, whoa, here we go. Okay, we're good. We're good. Don't worry. I'm not
like I'm showing you
here on me. Like I'd show you. Guys, welcome back to the Cybernetic Séance Podcast. I'm your host, Ryan Laney. I sing for Our Frankenstein. And by sing, I mean I play the chrome-faced zombie robot guy Nexus, who sings for Our Frankenstein. I used to sing for Our Frankenstein, but I gave that job to him now. So that I can do more Exactly. I gave the job to Nexus so I can do more important things like podcasting and talking about my political views on the internet or some shit like that.
Have you been watching Howard Stern again?
Yeah, I'm becoming Howard Stern. And I think right now my hair is sleeked back by some thick grease, but don't let it fool you. My Italian genetics, with no pomade here, just... But guys, if you're just tuning in, this is episode 14, and I'm here with Mortis, the Devil's Rejects. And if you were just listening to what was that? You cut off there.
I'm like, 14. You couldn't get me for 13, huh?
No, you think that would make more sense. Who did I have for 13? Who was on my last episode? Oh, I had Daisy Bellis, or as I like to call him, Basie Dallas. But no one has to know that. No one.
Keep that private.
But
what?
We keep that private. We keep our little private talks private. We keep our privates to our friends' privates. Anyway, this is a really cool episode. The song you just heard was Lick the Wounds by Mortis, the Devil's Rejects. And that was off his record, Roderot.
Yeah.
Did I say it right?
Yeah, you got it right. Roderot. See? Just
Roderot.
Like that.
All right. Don't worry, folks. I got my own band stuff tattooed on me as well. We got... You show me mine, I show you. Or was it the other way around? Whatever. However the fuck it goes. I got my little dark mark right here. The little Franken mark.
We talked back and forth for almost 6 weeks for you deciding that.
I know, and I ended up just drinking a couple of beers at this guy's house in Arizona, and he did it, and he's awesome. He did an amazing job. I got to get it touched up at some point. I also have a little ghost. I don't have I'm not a cool rocker guy like everyone else. I don't have a fuck ton of tattoos. I just have like a little ghost in my fucking Our Frankenstein tattoo.
I need more ink.
What was that? I'm sorry, you cut out there a little bit.
Like, I need more ink.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I could, I feel like if this hair goes, I need to get this start up with the head at least at some point. Yeah. So you have cool tattoos, man. I ain't got shit. I got a little ghosty, which I can't show on camera without taking off my whole shirt. Unless you want that, I can do that.
It's not this type of show. We don't do that no more. At least not.
Well, a lot of people here do not know that me and Mortis here, we go way back. He kind of briefly talked or touched on Vestal Sin, his old project. But we have like this really old story. It's a tale as old as time, and now it will be public. But how we met, which was really funny. Um, we met at the Whiskey A Go Go. I want to say it
That's
was
correct,
ago.
sir. In fact, if you don't believe it, check out the Gravebound video. The poster's on the floor in the beginning, and it says our fucking names on it.
Yeah. Except the funny thing about this show is that Our Frankenstein never played. It
Hey,
it was yeah.
it's
It
the
was
first show that
going
was
to
ever.
be yeah. So what was going to happen was I'll let you take the rest of the story here. I'm just going to talk about the beginning portion here is that Our Frankenstein at the time was barely a band. Um I
Was this
was
like your first show?
I was actually it was going to be. I basically was I think it was my first year of college. I'm like fresh out of high school or some shit and I had this old band called Mr. Antagonist. And pretty much at the time, and I shouldn't have said the name because now it's out there. Please, for the love of God. But don't look it up. By me saying that, people are going to look it up. It's too late. It's out there now. But there was this old band I was in, which the name I will not repeat. And I had sort of reformed it and had some members come in and some members leave, and I was attempting to at the time transition into an industrial metal band. At the time, the working title for the name was Cherry Frankenstein, which I quickly realized was terrible. I could see you laughing, and it was terrible. So I realized Our Frankenstein sounded way cooler, so that's what I did. And that's the deep origin of the name. But so we did that, and pretty much we were not really prepared with a set list. But at the time, we were just going in guns a blazing, opening for Davy Suicide. Pretty much at the time, some of my members backed out. And it was just kind of how it happened, how the cookie crumbles, and I was kind of left to be like, oh, I got to back out of the show. Which, if anybody knows anything about playing at the Whiskey or these pay-to-play venues, you still got to cough up that cash. Doesn't matter if you're not paying or playing or not. You got to cough up that cash. And that's what we did. And we ended up showing up to the show instead. And I ended up bumping into this gentleman here and watching Vestal Sin for the first time. And that blew my mind.
It was a fun show.
And you also scarred my butt, I believe, that night.
Yes, I used the crop. I believe I used to call her. Oh fuck, what was the name? Either way, it was that bone-handled whip. I think we called it Daisy. Yeah, Daisy if you do.
Oh God! And I was outside of the venue and I was like holding on to a tree.
Yes. I have the photo of all of us in front somewhere.
Yeah.
So do you.
Yeah, it's definitely an old school period and like stamp in history sort of period piece.
Right. Like a
But you
Ripley's
had a
Believe It or
really
Not.
cool show. Yeah. I remember really enjoying your show and sort of having my first like Whiskey A Go Go exposure to at least to the dark side to that show. And I remember seeing you guys and you getting out on the cubes out into the crowd and doing crowd work, and me being like, whoa, this is fucking sick, and definitely made an impression.
Oh yeah, it was fun. In fact, I'm putting out an EP next year called The Ballad of Mortis Sin, and it's gonna have Lady Death from the album from Vestal Sin. It's gonna have Sin from Vestal Sin, and one other track. And I'm gonna play on that. It's gonna be like an EP. On one side will be the original recordings, and then it'll be the recordings redone with today. And
That's
little
awesome.
known fact, uh, Fiend and Worthless were also part of Vestal Sin's soundtrack stuff, and that was the first tests of redoing my old stuff to see what it would be like.
That's awesome. So it's gonna be a, how would you say? Trying to sound deep here. Give me a moment. Or just a reimagining. Yeah, I couldn't think of anything clever. Sorry. Yeah, I'm not that smart, guys. Don't look at my work and art and think this guy's an intelligent person. Don't think that
Some
for a moment. I'm just a fucking goober, guys. I'm just a goober. I can't stop doing the voice too, so that's another thing. At least I'm not on my Ooh. Ooh. What is that? What is that?
That is the mask to the Ripper. We're doing
Explain
the
the
promo
Ripper.
this week.
Well, shit.
In my
Explain
in
the
my first
Ripper here.
there is a
Explain the
song called
Ripper.
Ripper Comes. He'll rip you and tear you and claw you apart. He'll rip out your brains and fry your heart. He'll grind up your bones and take your soul. All shall bleed from me. I am the Ripper. I did a short film during COVID called Blood Runs, A Ripper's Christmas, where a basically hopped up Santa goes on a murdering spree at a Christmas party. Well, this is a precursor to the film Blood of the Ripper. In the Blood of the Ripper, we're going to be in Los Angeles' underworld. And kind of like Constantine, creatures and monsters are real. And the Ripper likes to go after survivor girls or survivor men or people when they've been already hunted down. So that one person who survives, that's his new pet peeve. And he taunts with them, he toys with them. So it's going to be a very fun movie. I even got a voice box for the Ripper and put his voice in, and I liked it a lot.
So where can people see at least this first film? Because a lot of people out there.
It's pretty crappy because I'll admit it, because there wasn't enough footage, so I did what I did. But a lot of people liked it. It was kind of hokey for my liking, but again, people liked it. If you go to Mortis the Devil's Reject YouTube page, it's down at the bottom. It'll say Blood Runs, A Ripper's Christmas, and I think it's about 11 minutes long, longer than it should be. But I'm going to be re-editing all that footage and the murders as security cam footage, because the character likes to film what he does. And they'll be edited into the movie. Other clips from the original music video, which showed the news reports of the Ripper running amok across town.
Mm.
And then in the second album, there's one called The Ripper's Revenge. And it's like a psychedelic trip done by... If Ministry just went crazy on it, that's kind of how it feels, along with just the dark club vibe.
You would say almost in a sense he's a reoccurring character, not only in your music but also visually, with the films that you're doing.
My demon characters. In fact, little secret, a character that you used to like is deeply rooted in my music and is getting a movie next year. Zippy the Clown.
Ooh.
He's been rebranded. The Night He Came to Town and The Night He Returned is actually supposed to be about Zippy, but we're going to be taking those and putting him in the movie for the Ripper. In fact, during the Blood of the Ripper, there's a scene where he goes into this house, and there's a song called The Night He Returned. And the opening line is, as I walk through the front door in the bloody moonlight, I got my shovel ready, I'm digging graves tonight. So we basically, through this whole scene, shot for shot, we're going to show him going into the house, murdering people, and then there's going to be a shower scene. And a lot of people are not going to like showers again. That's all I got to say.
Oh man, I don't know. I already hate the shower, man. I haven't showered in like 3 days. But that has
Well,
nothing to correlate with horror. I'm just a lazy human being.
but yeah, no, it's gonna be fun. On top of that, I'm getting ready to do another thing called Mortis's 13, and it's a 13-minute short horror films in a large what's that word called? Begins with an A. Can't find it right now. God, I wish I was stoned. I can't smoke right now for some reason. Anthology.
Drug, yes.
But an anthology.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm also submitting several scripts that we're working on next year for film festivals, and I have 3 places. I'm not going to say who, but 3 studios that want to see how the movie comes out when it's done, and if they like it, I have a couple of distribution.
That's pretty awesome, man. You know.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. I'll keep you posted. I'll keep you posted. It's gonna be really. Okay, cool. I have a who we're gonna be filming it. And we're possibly gonna be filming it on a Black Magic.
Oh fuck yeah, Black Magic! Those are great cameras. We ended up using a Black Magic on Inhale, and we didn't end up using a lot of the Black Magic footage on our Inhale music video shoot because of the fact that I think there was an issue with converting the files for some reason, and we were on a sort of a time schedule on releasing the video in time, and I think there's just a whole bunch of Black Magic footage of that Inhale shoot that is just unused, and I haven't seen. But there's such cool cameras, you know.
Oh yeah,
you can get a lot of good work out of that. Oh, I prefer them over the Reds. I don't know if that's blasphemy to say. I'm just a novice at videography. I like them way better. But let's play another one of your songs here before we get too into this. Let's play we're gonna play the opening, or not the opening, the main title song from Road de Rot. We're gonna play Road de Rot right now.
This is actually the last time by the end of this year this song will be out, because I'm going to be releasing the short version of it. This is a full theatrical version that would perform on stage with a bloodbath and everything. But the new one we're doing doesn't have the part.
Well, shit.
It'll be a new recording soon.
So this is probably the last time you guys are going to be able to hear it. So unless people want to fast forward and skip over to this timestamp in future views, they'll be able to hear it here. But guys, ladies and gentlemen, here is Road de Rot.
Fire. The blood is the life. The blood of our master.
Thank you, Master.
From this day forth, I will be your sire, your master, your god. And don't forget, my little pet, gods can be cruel. As you listen, my pet,
Ladies and gentlemen, Roderat from Mortis, the Devil's Rejects. If you are just now tuning in to the live stream, because this is live every Wednesday, like today, if you're watching it now in real time. If not, time is relative and it's all in your head. Wake up, 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 wake up. No, I'm just kidding. You're not awake. You're not awake. Anyway, since you're asleep, since you're all asleep, that was Roderat from Mortis the Devil's Reject. You are just now tuning in to the Cybernetic Séance Podcast. I am your host, Ryan Laney, aka Nexus from Our Frankenstein. And off screen, you guys couldn't see this, but I was enjoying this little cornbread here.
Cornbread.
Time of the year,
No.
Corn.
Give me some cheesy grit, some bread, gritty, yo, baby.
You got me thinking about. I don't know why randomly I'm now thinking about this. Is you ever had Dave's Hot Chicken?
No,
You
I've
should
had
try.
Frank's.
You need to try it.
Where's it at?
It is. Oh man, they've got a bunch of locations. There's a couple in Los Angeles, if I'm not mistaken. There's a few in Orange County. I know there's a bunch. There's like 2 near Huntington Beach. That's where I've been going.
Well, how about next time I come? Let's check it out.
Yeah, yes, we will, because it is. And they got a Ghost Reaper or Ghost Pepper chicken that you got to sign a waiver for before you eat. I want to see. I'll give it a shot. We'll see if it's spicy enough.
Right.
Give it
So
a shot.
I got some other tidbits for you that you don't know yet. You'll be the first to know it. Get ready to do an acoustic album called Coughing Cold.
Ooh,
We'll be releasing some things off of that.
Coughing Cold.
We'll be
It sounds like
releasing
I
some
had
stuff
a few weeks
some weeks.
ago.
I'm also going to be doing some covers soon, just for shits and giggles. I'm gonna throw them online. Who cares? And
Yeah.
want to do well. We've been talking about this project for the last 2 years. So I think sometime around Christmas, after I get done with my Christmas song, we should write something from Paradise of the Phantom of the Paradise.
Oh yes, that's 2 of our favorite. I know you and I have that in common. That Phantom of the Paradise is, in fact, one of our favorite movies.
I want to go and get all our Hollywood family together, and each one of us, we do this like Queen of the Damned. Me and you write the main stuff, and everyone else joins in on all the other songs.
That would be interesting to see like a recreation of Phantom of the Paradise, because that's like not a film that's heavily highlighted as it should, compared to like maybe its predecessors like Rocky Horror Picture Show. You know, I mean that movie came out before the Rocky Horror theatrical release came out.
Yep, and it's still just as good as when it came.
Yeah, I mean, and for those who have seen the movie, a lot of those people have pointed out some visual similarities between Nexus and holy crap, Winslow, excuse me.
Yeah,
you know, and a lot of people are like, "Oh, it's like Phantom of the Paradise." Like, I have no idea what you're talking about. Yeah. No, I mean it was that visually it was a cool influence, especially with the black lips and the chrome face and everything. Can't go wrong with that.
Nope.
Laugh at last. Salutations from the other side. I forgot what the next part is. Now I just have my face injured in the shower. No one must sing his songs except for Phoenix. Phoenix.
Yes.
I love it. I love that movie. Guys, do yourself a favor if you haven't seen it. Watch Phantom of the Paradise.
Yeah, you have to see it. And on the note of movies and stuff, if anyone's watching and wants to be a part of a video, get killed in a movie, or wants to get screen time, message me. Find me on Facebook.
Get the boy up.
Find me on Instagram. Message me. I'm the only Devil's Reject. I am only Mortis the Devil's Reject anywhere.
That's right, folks.
And if you don't know how to find me, wait, hold on. Ask him. That took a lot of effort.
I know. When I started doing this show, I used to be like, yes.
Not high enough for this shit.
Who, me? You know, so yeah, I know. I don't even know what I'm doing half the time on this fucking show, but you know, I'm just like, wait,
But
yes,
you're doing it.
I got it right. Oh, I am doing it. Oh no! Now I'm going into his world. Just kidding. Can you imagine if my head just popped out on the side there? If I just went, oh, for the guys who are just listening to this visually, or not visually, who are just listening to this audio and have no idea what's going on, you guys will not know. But I'm trying to do a gag here, and it's not going as planned.
Stop
I can
drinking the
bend
city.
reality. I am God. You fucking hear me, you swine out there. No, I'm just kidding. I am the reincarnation of Jesus Christ himself. No, I'm kidding. I'm just kidding. Just playing around here. You know me, just kidding. So you have given away a lot of heavy details here on what you're going to release. For a lot of you for a lot of my viewers who want to know where to find you, how do people find you? Where are you on social medias?
On Facebook, you can look up Mortis the Devil's Reject for the band page. You can look up Mortis Sin for Facebook to find me. With my other Facebook's down for the moment because my phone got smashed, and until I get a new phone, Facebook won't let me have my page back. Assholes. Yeah.
Zucker butt.
Just look up Mortis the Devil's Reject, one word, or no. It's Mortis _ the Devil's Reject. You'll find me. And again, if you can't find me, type Ryan and go, how the fuck do I find this corpse?
Yeah, just spam me in the comments on this.
Please.
We'll probably have, we'll put your links here, or at least a few links here in the old about section on the video. So if you guys are just tuning in, all you guys got to do is just click the info here, and there's all you need to know.
Oh, by the way, I am getting ready to film a video. It's for the song Shovel.
And I had the pleasure of hearing that before starting this broadcast, but I'm not playing it on the broadcast tonight just because I don't want to prematurely play you some art here, man. You gotta get that out.
But
I know how much I do love premature things, but
yes, well, just a little.
just a smidge.
Well, sorry.
Oh no. Well, we're kind of nearing the end of the show here for this week, but before we go, we already got your links. I want to know, because I haven't fucking done this in a while, and I know you and I are both horror guys. What is a huge horror movie or franchise that has inspired Mortis the Devil's Reject? I want to ask you that question.
Well, almost everything I watch inspires me. Some stuff, it gives me great ideas. It goes, oh wow, I never thought that. And then other times I go, I never want to make a movie like that. Yeah. But like for the Ripper, a lot of Jigsaw goes in the Ripper because of the calmness of the Ripper. But as you watch, there's a lot of like The Cell with like J. Lopez, like that one. It's very psychological and very gory in a way. In the Ripper franchise, there'll be another character called the Holiday Slasher. The Holiday Slasher's main kick is before the holidays, he gets hopped up on this drug and goes to town, as you'll see in the Christmas one that's out there right now. Okay. And yeah, there's some other characters. All of the characters from every single franchise I'm about to do in every character I'm about to do in my scripts that are in the franchise of this world of this movie coming out will all be in one scene in a underground club in LA where they all mingle.
Okay. Well, you guys out there, my listeners and viewers, you guys will be able to see and hear that very soon if you follow Mortis the Devil's Reject.
The patience of Head with the fuck you mentality of Ghostface.
There you go. Summed up, baby. Sum the fuck up. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. We're pretty much here at the end of the show, but this was the Cybernetic Séance Podcast. It's been a pleasure to have Mortis the Devil's Reject here on the show. I'm going to, because I don't have a sound machine because I'm cheap as fuck, and I don't want to figure out technology because I'm deep down, I'm a boomer inside this little 20 some odd year old body. Dun 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 dun. John Williams, no. Ooh, how fancy! How fancy for the dinner eating. We're only cutting steak here, folks. Guys,
Don't worry, us vegans don't eat meat. We just are humans.
Isn't that what Rob Zombie does?
I don't know.
I don't know.
You
Is
know,
Rob Zombie still
everyone-
vegan? I remember he was big.
Yeah, he's vegan.
I think he was big on the vegan thing. Oh, he is vegan.
I'm mostly
Okay. That's good. I've been trying to transition into something, but man, I just love steak and chicken so much. I'm sorry.
It is good.
I have a terrible diet, though. I really do. But I don't want to get into a rant about my diet. We're here at the end of the show, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. This was an awesome show this week. Tune in next week at Wednesday, every Wednesday, 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We'll be doing this show. You'll find me here on YouTube and on Facebook, talking shit with some guests and some friends, just doing the shit and playing some music, some underground shit, because that's what we're about here on the Cybernetic Séance Podcast. Spooky shit, underground shit. That's what we're all about. Probably shouldn't say the S word so much, or else I'll get demonetized more than I am. But we aren't about the crazy views and money, right? Right. That's what they all say. Anyway, guys, thank you for tuning into the show. I was your host, Ryan Laney, aka Nexus. This was Mortis the Devil's Reject. Signing out, ladies and gentlemen.
Hi, Ryan.
Hello.
Hold on.
Anyway, guys.
Wait a minute. Okay, let me hype. You ready?
Okay. Yeah, we're gonna do this.
My hands are so big.
What you most believe in.
Hold on. Here we go. Here we go.
One
gotta find the right
family. Trust your heart. Let
Yeah.
faith decide. Screenshot this, folks. And guide these lives. Anyway, guys, this was the show. Have a great night or day. Ooh. Have a great day.
That's just the
Goodbye.